Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I feel like putting on a wig or doing my real hair, so we're just gonna have to deal with these Snoop braids that I got going on right now. I really just want to sit down and get back to filming. This might be a little weird of a video because it's always weird when you come back to filming after not doing it for a minute. And you guys know I've been in another state for the last few days, so I haven't filmed in probably over a week now. But I'm excited because I'm doing a foundation hunt today on a foundation that I feel like a couple, quite a few people are talking about right now. I know I'm gonna get to the foundation that y'all have been talking about in my comments lately, but this is still one that a lot of people asked me if I was doing a video on. I came home to the package, so I am going to do it. So if you want to see what foundation I am talking about, stay tuned. Y'all know how it is with me and PR boxes. This is from Urban Decay. Well, actually, you already knew what the foundation was because you looked at the title. But this is from Urban Decay. There's the top of the box. The PR boxes are always pretty, but I just almost always injure myself trying to show them in the videos. And you guys, you guys most likely know they came out with a new foundation and concealer. If you follow me on Instagram, then you already saw the shades, and your girl is she's a little nervous about this. I don't think either of these shades is a match for me, especially since I just spent like the last week in the sun there, but we're gonna test it out. This is their Weightless Liquid Foundation. No, that's not what it's called. What's it called? Ooh. Oh, their Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation and their Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. And then they also released some new Vice lipsticks. Let me go ahead and put this down. Ow. All right, I'll get you the price later because it's not in the mailer, but this has 1 fluid ounce, and this is flexible, breathable, real skin matte finish, medium buildable coverage, does not transfer, minimizes the appearance of pores, stay true color, waterproof, vegan formula, does not contain animal derived ingredients or byproducts. So this is the first shade I had, and I think the one I'm going to use in today's video. This is 70 CB, and this is what this shade looks like. And then the other shade that I have is 70 NN, and this is what this shade looks like here. Yeah, I think we can tell why. This one is the one that I will most likely use. I'll try swatching both, but I'm pretty sure we'll be using this one in today's video. And I should have started out with concealer because I put concealer on first. All right, and the 2 concealer shades I have are 70 WO, which looks like this. She looks light. And 70 NY. That looks like this. Again, I'll most likely end up using 70 NY in today's video. And since, we're at the point where I can start putting on, I'm gonna just put them on. You guys know in my foundation hunts, I usually just keep it to like foundation, but since it's both the foundation and concealer in the box, I'm gonna try them both out today. So I pulled the applicator out, and I don't think I've ever seen a wand like this. Will this be able to focus? Ooh, wait, where am I? No, it's gonna, focus? No, it doesn't want to focus. How about now? Will it focus now? Anyway, it's like a curved type of wand. Never seen that before. We'll see if that makes a difference when trying to apply this, but let's do. I told you I was gonna be weird since this is my first time back to filming in a minute. Come on. Before I play myself, let me just check one last time to make sure it actually is 70 NY that I'm using, and then we are just going to, ooh. All right, well, I like how she glides on. All right, that was pretty good for just one dip in there, and then just use a little bit more to finish that off. All right, well, it seems a little goes a long way with this concealer. Now, one of the things I like about putting concealer on, maybe this is not a concealer you let sit for a minute. One of the things I like about applying concealer on first is that it kind of helps you, I lost my train of thought there. It kind of helps you use less foundation, because since you already have that coverage on your face, you can kind of just play off that and see where you really need to put the foundation. Yeah, I don't think this is the foundation that you're supposed to concealer you're supposed to let sit on your face. All right, got a little worried there that she wasn't going to blend out there. I'm gonna move on to, yeah, it's plastic, right? a little worried she wasn't going to blend out there. I'm gonna move on to foundation. It kind of reminds me of like the perfume dispensers. Ooh, she's kind of watery. All right, this is what 70 CB looks like on the back of my hand. You know, maybe like, well, I'm gonna try it on my face, but you know, maybe like in the winter when your girl's a little paler. I don't know how this is gonna play out today, but I guess we're about to find out. I was thinking to myself, did I try the original Naked foundation? I feel like, you know, it'd be really weird if I didn't, but I don't remember a video on my channel about it. Maybe they didn't have a shade that I could use for that one. I feel like that doesn't make sense either though. Well, either way, I'm trying this one, and it's not, you know, it's not looking as crazy on me as I thought it was going to, so you know, there's still hope in this video. Okay, so this is what it looks like on my face, just the foundation and the concealer. Oh, and I didn't have to use that much. Again, when you put concealer on first, you can just play around that, but this is how much I still have on the back of my hand. And because I have concealer on, I'm set, you know, both sides-ish, but this side of my face, since you guys know I like to keep one so we can see how they work there, I'm gonna just set the concealer just so the concealer isn't slip sliding all over my face there throughout the day, so. And then, you know, the other side gets the whole work. Y'all know how it goes by now. But I just remembered that I read that this is a matte foundation. So watch I come back later in the day and this side of my face is way oilier than this side because, you know, I might overset it by fully setting it, you know, with powders and stuff like that. But we gonna see. We gonna see. I'm feeling like I over mattified my face and I haven't even left yet. So that's just how you know how matte of a foundation it is. I'm gonna go ahead and set this side, the side that, you know, is set with all the powder and stuff like that, with this Fresh Vitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Water, just to see the difference, you know, with all of that set and with a not matte setter there, and, you know, leave this side of my face because I'm a little worried, and that's saying a lot if I'm mentioning this before I even leave for the day. So let's see here. All right, so this is what my face looks like. Once again, this side is not set, this side is set. It is currently 12:48. Yeah, I know it's kind of late in the day, but this video ain't going up today. So it's 12:48. I'm gonna go about my day, check in a couple hours, and then come back later on in this lighting so we can see how my face held up. These Snoop braids are kind of making me wish I had braids, but I'm also tender-headed and I can't sit through that, so struggles. Okay, so it is 3 in the afternoon and this is what my face is looking like. I was really worried about the color match before, but it might have just been because it was frosted in the bottle, but now it's not looking as crazy. Now, maybe not the two together, but I really don't feel like my face is looking that crazy as far as shade match goes. But you guys see how this side of my face is already starting to look oilier than this side. Mind you, this side is just set with powder for my concealer. I'm pretty sure, you know, I overset on this side because it already is a matte foundation. So this side has foundation, it's got the concealer, it's got powder, it's got extra powder. So I'm pretty sure that's why this side is already looking oily. So at least this might be a matte foundation that 1 works and 2 doesn't need, you know, a whole bunch of extra powder on top of it. But she's looking cute on the face. It has a very nice finish even for a foundation that is so mattifying. But you know what? I'm gonna let it rock for a couple more hours. I'm gonna come back and we can finally, you know, wrap this up. Okay, so I want to do one more check-in before I check in my studio lighting. You know, it was a little cloudier before. Now the sun is out and stuff like that, and I am impressed with this foundation because y'all, it is hot. Okay, it is hot. Came back to New York, we were still in this heat wave here, but this is the side that has just the powder on my under eye, and then this is the side that's fully set. You can see, you know, she's looking oilier than the other side, but even this side, you know, she ain't that crazy. It's what, like 6 something now, 6:23 I think the last time I looked at the clock. It's not that crazy, and I'm liking the combination of the two together. The color is starting to, you know, starting to feel a type of way about the color now, so I'm not sure. We'll see what I say at the end, but okay, Urban Decay. Okay, so I am back and it is now 7:11 and this is what my face looking like. Okay, so keep in mind this side of my face is not set. This side is. I've said it probably like 4 times by now, so I would assume you guys just like, we get it, all right, we know. Just to go over what this said, it said it's flexible, breathable, real skin, matte finish, medium buildable coverage, does not transfer, minimizes the appearance of pores, stay true color, waterproof, vegan formula, does not contain animal derived ingredients or byproducts. Flexible, breathable, yes. I am very surprised by this foundation. There might be some things that I did to my face that might be playing into it, but for the most part, I am very surprised because I really do like this foundation. I feel like it was flexible, it was breathable, real skin matte finish, sheer real skin matte finish, okay? And I've mentioned this before with other foundations, how they're matte foundations, but they're still kind of somewhat skin-like, and I could almost say that for this, you know, like, I'm gonna give it to them, but it's like really right there on that being kind of a stretch there. But it is kind of real skin-like, but matte finish. It is a matte finish, okay? If you have a dry skin, I really don't know if you would like this foundation, because like I said, I played with my skin a little bit before putting this on. Not because I knew anything about this, but just because I'm just, you know, goofy, and I accidentally put on 2 primers. I've told you guys before, I've been using the Hard Candy, I think it's a hydrating primer spray, and then the Milk Hydro Grip primer. Both of those are pretty hydrating primers, but today I did the Hard Candy spray primer, and then I accidentally put Skin Tune Blur from Farsali on, and I was just like, all right, well, you know what, I want to wear Hydro Grip, so I'm put Hydro Grip on anyway. So I technically have like 3 primers on, and they're all really, you know, hydrating type of products. None of them are mattifying products. I don't really use mattifying primers anymore, so that's, you know, like 3 times the hydration there on my skin, including the moisturizer I use, which is also a hydrating primer. So it might also be why, you know, it's doing pretty well on my skin right now, because, you know, I did a whole bunch of hydrating to it before I put it on, and I have oily skin. So if you don't do all of that and you got dry skin, I really don't know how you're gonna feel about this, because she is a matte foundation, okay? What else did you say here? Medium buildable. Yes, I would say it's a medium buildable coverage there. You guys saw how much I put out with my hand. I think that was 1 pump on the back of my hand. I don't remember, but I didn't even have to use all of it. You know, I just used it where I needed it, and I do feel like you could build it up to full coverage. You could build it down to sheer, or stick in the middle there with medium coverage. Does not transfer. I remembered to bring some paper this time around, so let's see here. That might also just be oil. I mean, there's a little bit of product there, but I feel like a majority of that is the oil coming off my face. And then the side that's not set, that's the side that's not set, you know, it's less there. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be some transfer there. Keep in mind, I do have other product on my face as well, but I really don't feel like, you know, this is gonna give you that much of a transfer problem there. And what else? Last things you said. Minimizes the appearance of pores. Okay. Stay true color. I've been going over the color all day on, I like the color and I don't like the color. Has it oxidized type of thing? You know, this might not be the best time to be testing out shade matches, because like I said, I did just spend the last week in the sun, so you know, I've really hit my melanated potential there. But I'm low-key not mad at the shade. You know, it might slightly be off, you know, might be a little truer to my winterish shade than my, you know, full potential melanin summer shade there. I still might check out, what did I say earlier, 81 or 80, one of those, but I'm not that mad at this shade. Mind you, I did also use it with the concealer, which is a lighter concealer, because y'all know I like to highlight my under eye there. So maybe try this foundation shade with some other concealers and see if it's the shade or if it's the concealer, but I'm not mad at the 2 together there, okay? Urban Decay, for the claims that are on at least the side of the box, I would say they kind of meet up to them. But again, this is really for my, like, you know, oily skin people out there. Or, you know, if you're just really going to just drench your skin in hydrating products before you put it on, because she's a matte foundation. Does not transfer. We already tried some transferring. There is some transfer there. Real Skin Matte Finish. See, again, the concealer is matte as well, so there was a lot of mattifying going on my face today, which is why, you know, the side that is fully set might appear oilier than the side that is not, because this is just the foundation and the concealer with some powder in this area, and this side is, you know, powdered where you would normally set your face, and then the matte foundation and the matte concealer. So, but even then, you know, she's not looking that crazy. What, 6-7 hours later on my face there, you know, she might be that one that you need to go to for the summer, because it is hot right now in New York. Okay, so corrects the look of imperfections. I mean, I feel like, you know, they kind of give a little blurred look with each other. For the most part, I really feel like both the foundation and concealer really do a good job of doing what it is that they say they're going to do there. Gotta give that to you, Urban Decay. How many shades did this come in? All right, so this comes in 50 shades. Yes, 49 more. Yeah, so 50 shades, and it retails for $39. So it looks like Urban Decay was like, y'all are not gonna catch us slipping in this year of 2019. All right, we're gonna cover all of our bases, making sure we've got shades. And from what I remember from the flyers, there were certainly shades deeper than the one that I used on my face today, because this is in the 70s, and I know they have like 80s, 90s. And making sure that, you know, they cover themselves by making sure their products do what they actually want to do. So I'm actually impressed with this foundation, and I like it. But again, I like it because of the way I used it, which was making sure, you know, I really hydrated my skin there. Because if I, you know, had used a mattifying primer, or you know, like really packed it on there with all the powder and all that on my face, it could have gone really left there today. So, you know, I feel like oily skin would really like this foundation, especially I feel like oily skin would really like this foundation. I feel like people who live in hot climates would really like this foundation. Dry skin, you're gonna have to just test it out and let me come back, let me know how you feel about this foundation, because I'm not sure that you would like it, but you know, I could always be wrong. So let me know if you test it out and you end up liking it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Before I forget, let me go ahead and insert a flash test right here. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So I hope seeing me test out this foundation has helped. If any of you are thinking of checking it out for yourself, make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.